In the Off-Broadway comedy A Room of My Own, nostalgia takes center stage as writer Carl Morelli, played by Ralph Macchio, reminisces about his childhood in a Greenwich Village tenement.
Yeah, complete with an eccentric Italian-American family and plenty of tongue-in-cheek moments in bad language. The show takes a hilarious and heartfelt look at New York in the 1970s. And joining us to talk about the production right now is the star of it, Ralph Macchio. Welcome back.
Thank you. Great to be here. It's
And
like home.
I know. We love it when you stop by because you're such a great guest. This show is hilarious. I was in the audience last night, and I was sitting next to a man that I didn't even know, but we were laughing out loud so hard that we were leaning on each
That's
other.
great.
This show is so funny.
It's very funny. It's very, it's a slice of 1979 New York, you know, Greenwich Village, Italian-American family, all living in a studio apartment.
Yeah.
And it's a memory play, so I play a writer who is going back, trying to make sense of the dysfunction that shaped his crazy life.
Yeah.
And so I get to interact with my 10-year-old self. And it's very funny, but it's also very nostalgic, very moving,
and relatable,
and heartfelt.
For a
Yes,
lot
it
of
is
people.
relatable, and
Yeah.
and not just, I mentioned Italian-American. I mean, obviously that's this family,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
anyone who has any eccentricities in their life,
who doesn't?
and who doesn't,
Yeah.
it connects in a big way.
Well, everyone can relate to
And the
this.
cast is just wonderful.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, great cast.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. I mean, I'll take credit for my part. But it is a great cast, top to bottom. There's no weak link. Everyone is perfect, and it's just a joy
Yeah.
to do every day.
Yeah.
And you actually get to narrate the play as well,
Yes.
and you get to interact with the audience a little bit. Do you like that part of it?
I did. It's a little challenging at first because I opened the play with "Come on this ride with me." I'm
Yeah.
going to go back and figure out why I am the way I am, so those moments, it's easier to talk to an actor right off the right at the start as opposed to seeing faces. But then I think, you know, it's a nice connection, and they come on the ride with me. So I'm alongside the play, but then I weave in and out of the play and the scenes.
So it must be
It's
fun
really
for you.
a device, and it works quite well.
Yeah.
Well, critics are loving this. Audiences too. It's like sold out. What,
Yeah,
every time you have a production.
Yeah, it's well, not every time, but this has been really joyful in that way. And we're looking at, you know, continuing, and not necessarily in this specific production, but others and/or television, and it just really works.
One of your co-stars from a play you were in a long time ago, Burt Young, came and sat in the audience. What was that like?
I made my Broadway debut with Robert De Niro and Burt Young. Oh, there you go.
Not
you got
so
all
bad.
the stuff up.
Oh, wow, not so shabby.
So Burt came to see the play. I'm not sure if Bobby's getting in the house, but we're working on it. We got some others coming down, so it's really exciting.
Would you be interested in the TV adaptation of it? Or?
Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, I've been involved with this play since 2010 doing readings, so it's always nice to get it to a full production and see what, you know, the characters. I mean, the characters are good and they work, and the writing. Charles Messina wrote and directed this production, and this is him.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
I understand that you also have 2 movies coming out,
Yes.
and one of them is with Paul Sorvino, and the other one is with
That
Vera
is true.
Sorvino.
Yes, I just
How did
shot.
that happen?
I'm working with the whole Sorvino family. No, I did a film called Lost Cat Corona. We shot it in Corona, Queens. And yes, Paul Sorvino's in that, David Zayas, Gina Gershon. It's in the post-production process now, so hopefully this year it'll find its home someplace. Great story, midlife crisis for me, a guy who accidentally on purpose lets his wife's cat out of the house and has to spend 24 hours finding it, and every turn he makes is worse and worse. And the other film is called The Dog and Pony Show, Mira Sorvino and James Russo, and that's for families, a little live-action CG animated stuff, so that's being cut together as we speak.
Oh, wow, that's great. Can we talk about your beautiful daughter who's taking the talent on, carrying it on,
the talent on.
and she's traveling in Flash Dance. She's playing the title role, singing and dancing?
Yes, she's playing the Jennifer Beals role on the national tour of Flash Dance, the musical, and she's killing it. I couldn't be more proud. She's
How many times have you been able to see it?
More than 5 and less than 10. I'm a proud papa. We all are. She's doing very well.
Are you happy with her being in this industry?
You know, do as I say, not as I do. That went nowhere. But she's a great kid, and as well as my son and our
I'm sure you raised them well.
Yeah.
I'm doing my best.
We love you. Well, you can catch Ralph in A Room of My Own, playing now until March 13 at the, is it Abingdon? Abingdon Theater Company. For tickets and more information, visit abingdontheater.org. Ralph, it's always great to see you.
Great
Congratulations.
to see you guys.
It's such a great production.
Thank you. I appreciate you coming down.
No problem.